but it's just the downside of having Nyx and Bane as your lane supports because they are very weak early on, but they'll repay it to the team later on when they get levels.
Well, he's definitely catching up though. He's getting closer to a Battle Fury. His team's taking a lot of outer.
He took his first point in mana break.
Yeah, 16 minutes in, smart skill build from him. And it doesn't look good for Fnatic. They'll have to find some pickoffs here. I feel they need something like an Orchid on Era very badly.
They need a miracle to win right now. They somehow have to force a team fight. And Kaipi just has to continue dodge and farm and monopolize the whole map.
How do you force a team fight? It's nigh impossible. So much push on Kaipi.
There's only one way, the X mark, but there's only one point in X mark right now.
So basically there's 0 ways, is what you're trying to tell me. Level 1 X is a pitiful range.
0.5 because it's one level X mark.
I think even that's a bit generous. Fnatic on the Radiant side will group up as 5 and push the Dire tier 1 mid. Era.
He looks like they want to fight because they want to use the Aegis.
Era in the way. Pylai lurking in the high ground, has Fiend's Grip. Remember, they've got a very fat Weaver, and Arteezy's coming in for the backside. It's an ambush. It's a trap. In comes the Weaver. That's a 4-hero impale. That's a bad fight. I wouldn't be surprised if Fnatic tap out after this one. That's going to leave a mark. Trixie in trouble. Trixie's on the run. Envy over the top, looking for Era, who pops the open wounds and then continues running. Yeah, that was a 4-hero impale, and they lost 4. Could have easily been 5.
Yeah, it was a very good rotation by them to come from behind. They totally wrapped around, and there was no way they could run. Yeah,
GG. Yeah, they lost this one at the lanes, Winter. They really did.
Probably, even if they put the lanes right, the Lifestealer against the Prophet, Darkseer against the Weaver, they would still have a hard time trying to deal with the speed push of Kaipi because they lack something to initiate and force a fight.
Yeah, it was a bit of an awkward draft for them. I feel going for
I would love to have the Storm for them, like you mentioned.
Yeah, a Storm Spirit instead of... I mean, you mentioned instead of the instead of the Kunkka. That was a possibility. Could have been instead of the Darkseer. But yeah, I just feel they lacked lockdown.
Like I said, too much team fight. They have to sacrifice either one, the Kunkka or the Darkseer, for an initiating hero.
Well, in Game 1, it was all Fnatic all the way. They took it with ease, but in Game 2, it's Kaipi's turn to even the score. The last time these two teams met, Fnatic took them down 2-0, but it won't be that easy this time. It's going to a Game 3. Kaipi, they tie it up. I'm LDB on the Summit. I'm joined here by Winter. Of course, if you enjoy Winter's casting, be sure to follow him, twitter.com/WinterDota. As for me, twitter.com/LDDota. We'll be right back after these messages with game number 3. Your final game of this series, the loser will drop down to play TCM Gaming for the final right to advance out of Group B. It's the Corsair Summer Tour 2013, and it continues after this.
Yeah. I'm very specific. I'm not gonna lead you off and and be like anything but that, LD. I'm very clear, straight up.
Fucking snake.
I don't want to cast Kaipi either.
Snake leading.
What? I'm not a snake. I'm up front.
Snake. Backstabbing snake.
Would you prefer me to be like, hey, I'll help you out with it? And be like, hey, can you help me cook? I'd be like, no. That would be pointless.
Yeah.
These doors, like, just randomly use it. I'm still at water.
Oh, there's a couple. It's just so like you can break furniture in, I guess. Cool. What? What?
James is very valuable. Like, type of best co-caster he is good for that.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable about broadcast stuff in general. He's been doing it for like 6 years or something, so I guess he has a lot of experience.
He said your setup was making a lot better.
Oh yeah? How so?
He said something about all the wirings and stuff, and you can have like taped corridors, so it's much easier to walk. What's the next thing? He says your tables were shit.
It's like the least of my concerns. Fucking tables.
I forget what else. He said you should have like 4 tables set up in the living room so people can game there. I was like, I don't really think that's important. I guess it's nice.
We don't normally have a shitload of people here, is the thing.
I think college should have some laundress things. He used to like bend down, but that's not good.
Yeah. I definitely want to get him a better desk.
He's next. That's just tall. Let me know if you need anything on Corsair for this.
Radiant team ban. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Dragon Knight.
Radiant team pick.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to your deciding Game 3 of Fnatic versus Kaipi. This one's going the distance. It's the Corsair, Summer 2013. I'm LD of Beyond the Summit. Delighted to be bringing this game to you guys, and hope you are enjoying the broadcast. And I'm joined here today by none other than Winter. Winter, are you there?
Yeah, I'm
You're
waiting
there.
for you.
Thanks, buddy. Hey, Skype's actually working. That's pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, because I'm hosting the Skype this time. There's a big difference.
Reserve time.
Yeah.
Your PC doesn't like your Skype.
Yeah. Apparently it doesn't like you very much, because it's telling me not to talk to you. But I'm
Why?
ignoring it.
Why me?
I'm saying no, Winter.
You're blaming me.
I'm not giving in. I'm standing strong against
Okay.
all that is wrong in the world.
So it's gonna be a Bane again. Nature's Prophet and Bane. Split push. Plus
Radiant team
ganking
back.
power of the Bane.
Yeah, Kaipi, no anti-mage yet though, and Fnatic are promptly gonna ban it.
Yeah,
So
they ban it. See you later, anti-fun.
Eternal Envy won't get his Eternal
Dire team
anti-mage.
There's a lot of heroes still left in the pool. Wait, something is missing.
There's a Bat Rider got banned, Wisp got banned, Visage
10
was
seconds
already
remaining.
picked.
Why do I feel something is still in the pool. Wait, let me see.
You could go look at the heroes list if you want. That might be the better way to do it.
Ah, Life Stealer.
Ah, yes.
Radiant
Well,
team
would he be
back.
the best hero this game? There's a Bane on Kaipi's side. Fnatic could run one,
Yeah,
but they
there
need
was
a
also
setup
still a
stun.
Nyx. Usually, if you see Nyx and Research in the pool, they get snagged up pretty quick in the first two pick.
Nyx would have been a nice pick against
10
Kaipi, but
seconds
Fnatic opt to go for a Dragon Knight. Strong solo mid, not the
5
best ganker,
seconds
but,
remaining.
well, that Nyx is banned out
I
now.
actually think he's quite a good ganker.
Reserve time.
Yeah, with the Shadow Blade, and because of the way the hero works, he's a solo mid hero that's able to gank, control the game, take down your tower. Plus, he has some sort of a carry potential later on with his Frost Dragon. So I think Dragon Knight is one of the most sought after solo mid hero in the current meta phase.
Yeah, he's one of the... I guess he's just so versatile is the thing. He can push
Yeah,
early.
because he's too versatile. He can do basically everything for the team.
Dire
He can
team
be a initiator, he can push early, he can farm and scales pretty damn well into late game. 100% splash,
Yeah.
very tanky, range slow that goes
He,
through
he,
BKB.
he only has one problem, one weakness, which is the early few levels. He will have quite a difficult laning phase against a range hero.
Yeah, he's not a lane dominator. Here's like Queen of Pain, Templar Assassin, OD. I'll give him a lot of trouble, but
If you get away pretty unscathed in the early few levels, you're gonna have a very good time later on.
so we'll now look at the bans being completed and see what these teams are going to pick up. Fnatic banning out the Anti-Mage, the Keeper of the Light, Kaipi, the Nyx Assassin, the Alchemist.
No more split push for you, Kaipi.
Well, Fnatic also like their split push, so let's not rule that out of the equation yet. But the Lone Druid is available if they want to go for that. That would give them a very strong pushing core. Dragon Knight, Lone Druid,
Yeah,
Visage.
there's still actually Ducks here.
Yeah, they could go Darkseer and Lone Druid here, and that could be a really potent lane. But they'll go Rubik. For Kaipi, that Arteezy hero is probably coming off the board soon. He's their solo mid. We saw him play the Weaver last game.
Yeah.
Generally, Puck, occasionally Templar Assassin or Queen of Pain are his go-to heroes.
There's still Shadow Demon, which is a very good support. But
But
when
they're
you have
no
a
Bane.
Visage, Shadow Demon plus Visage is not the best duo. The partner, Shadow Demon's not the best partner for Visage. You want something that's able to initiate and deal a lot of damage instantly, so that the Soul Assumption gets charged up very quickly. Because Shadow Demon doesn't provide very fast bursts at the early phase.
Yeah, there's still a Darkseer, as you mentioned. That's a hero that also normally gets picked or banned very early. But
Yeah,
still in the
Darkseer plus
pool.
Dragon Knight together is very potent in the team fight.
yeah, very strong 5-man, pretty good split push for both of those heroes, and they both scale fairly well into the late game.
Yeah, basically you can say Darkseer is also a very good utility hero with Dragon Knight. So if you put both together, a lot of departments in your draft are sort of taken care of by these two heroes.
It's an all-in-one package. It's an inclusive deal from those two.
Yeah. Buy one, free one.
Yeah, buy one, get lots of extra stuff for free. For Kaipi, really debating over this pick, but I think the Arteezy hero will come off the board soon. You already know what Fnatic's going to send mid. It's pretty much got to be the Dragon Knight.
I think probably Fnatic would want a team fight carry like a Gyrocopter, so that that hero can contribute early in combination with the Visage to take a lot of early fights. Since you have Visage, you want to take fights as much as possible to make use of the familiars and the Soul Assumption.
They've actually chosen to go Queen of Pain. Now,
Yeah, Queen of
she-
Pain to exploit the main weakness of the Dragon Knight.
You definitely can do that. The only concern is in the mid game. They have a lot of ways to initiate on her. The lift, the Dragon Tail,
Yeah.
lots of burst damage. So it's a game where Queen of Pain has to do well in the laning stage, or it might be easy pickings
Yeah,
in the mid game.
her laning phase has to be good. Plus, She has to transition into the mid game to help speed push together with the
5
Nature's
seconds
Prophet.
remaining.
And for Fnatic, the 4th pick coming up soon. You mentioned
Reserve
Gyrocopter.
time.
If they want to wait, I guess if they wait on their carry, Kaipi might snipe it because Kaipi still don't have theirs. Whoops, hit my mic by
5
accident.
seconds
Yeah.
remaining.
What else would Kaipi go for? Eternal Envy's played a decent amount of Faceless Void in the past. That hero goes reasonably well with Queen of Pain, but I feel they're a bit lacking in terms of team fight, and also don't have enough split push.
Do
to
they
stop
need
Fnatic.
team fight, Kaipi? They didn't have team fight the last time out.
Yeah, well, the lanes for Fnatic are much stronger. Darkseer, Visage tri-lane, Dragon Knight mid. The Dragon Knight might have trouble, but the other 2 side lanes should be pretty strong. So I don't think Fnatic are just going to lose in the laning stage, which is
Yeah.
pretty much what happened in game 1. That game was over by 5
Probably
minutes.
they'll just pull the Dragon Knight a whole bottle so that he can deal with the Queen of Pain.
Absolutely.
Someone buy him a bottle, LD.
10 seconds remaining.
Did I tell you about how Eternal Envy got pulled a bottle?
Nope. Nope.
Eternal Envy was once playing a pub game. I think it actually might have been an IXDL game, but it might have been a pub. But he told his teammate that he had to pull him a bottle. He starts as a safe lane Shadow Fiend. Needed to be
Did they
pulled a
buy
bottle.
his story?
And they pulled him tangos. He started with a Wraith Band,
What?
Tango Salve, Branches,
10
and a
seconds
bottle.
remaining.
Yeah, Hon Trash player would be very, very upset if he hears about this.
5
Yes,
seconds
nobody was more spoiled than Eternal Envy was that game. I will tell you that right now. This is also the same guy who starts with Gloves of Haste, and then has his teammates pull him regen so that he can rush a Midas on Anti-Mage by like the 4-minute mark if possible.
3 minute 30, right? That's the fastest
Yeah,
record I remember.
I think something like that, yeah. And well, that's Eternal Envy for you, Winter. I think actually he doesn't start with
10
the
seconds
gloves. He starts with the just
Yeah,
the
he buys the
gold
gloves from the side shop.
and
5
yeah,
seconds remaining.
well, it starts with tries to get the recipe first because then you can get the Midas faster
I see.
because you don't have to wait for the courier to fly out.
Taking greedy to the next level.
Well, I don't think we'll see that this game, Winter. But they go for Lone Druid, and I don't know if Envy plays Lone Druid.
Ah.
Is this a Bone 7 offlane Lone Druid? Well, they already have Prophet.
They ban out Weaver this time.
I've
Not
never seen Eternal
particular.
Envy play Lone Druid, so I'm curious if he's their Lone Druid player or if they're going to swap roles here. Maybe he does. I have not cast that much Kaipi.
I don't think I remember seeing him playing Lone Druid.
Well, Fnatic, 5th pick.
He's always on the Phantom Lancer, on the Faces Void, on the
10
Anti-Mage.
seconds remaining.
It does seem like a Gyrocopter game, doesn't it? So much AoE, so much setup.
5 seconds
They do
Yeah.
need more damage, and Gyro definitely delivers
They
that.
can even go take the fight to Kaipi with the triple lane with Gyro or Spectra.
They'll go for that Spectre Darkseer combo. We have seen a lot of
Yep.
this in Asia.
LGD is very comfortable with this type of draft.
It gives them a fantastic late game. If this goes late, even though Kaipi have good late game of their
Yeah,
own,
it's not only about the late game LD. When you build a drums and you max Desolate early on, it's the after the point where he gets Desolate at level 4, that's the point where it's scary with the Visage because the Spectre just comes and joins the fight, and the Soul Assumption always charges up so fast.
I just love the way the Ion Shell works as well, because it gives Spectre so
Yeah.
much burst damage in these fights.
Iron Shell on Dragon Knight and Spectre are awesome.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
a really potent combo.
Sand King plus Bane are their dual supports this game.
Lots of burst damage, lots of lockdown. Kaipi, a very strong mid game, but Fnatic have one too. So the laning stage is going to be crucial, and my eyes are on Arteezy, because he should dominate that middle lane. If it's a Queen of Pain versus Dragon Knight mid,
Nope.
do they try
No,
to dodge
LD, they're gonna pump him a bottle and he's gonna win the lane.
Haunting? You think they'll give him
Yeah.
a bottle?
I don't know. I've seen them. Usually they pump.
They've done that for No-Tail before.
Yeah, they pump in the mid hero a lot of items recently. I see. Even Navi they pump Tango Flask and the park starts with a Null Talisman.
I feel like even if you pull a Dragon Knight a bottle, it's still a hard lane. That's how bad that matchup is. That's a
Yeah,
really
it's-
hard matchup.
Even if you start bottle crowing at level 1.
Which we all know No-Tail has done that before. So, well, we'll introduce our teams, Winter. It's game 3 of a best of 3. Fnatic tied up with Kaipi, and it's going the distance. Era going to be playing the Spectre, Fly, the Rubik, Trixie, the Darkseer, No-Tail on the Visage, Hadi on the Dragon Knight. Fnatic is on the Dire side, and as for Kaipi on the Radiant, Pylai Dai handling the Bane. Eternal Envy is going to be playing that Lone Druid. Come with me. The support Sand King, Bone 7, your 3-position Prophet, And last but not least, it is a hero that I can't even remember. It's the Queen of Pain for Arteezy.
Queen of Pain, yeah, solo mid.
Queen of Pain for Arteezy.
I think a lot of the early game control will be all on Arteezy's shoulder. How well he moves around the map to control the game for Kaipi, because they have 3 cores to farm. They need a lot of space to farm up, basically. Only Queen of Pain will be able to open up the space for them, because I think they're going to run the Prophet on the off lane and the Lone Druid on the safe lane.
So, looking at Come With Me, or rather Kaipi's tri-lane, it feels a little bit weak to me, Winter. Bane saying it is not a very strong combo.
It's almost similar to the last game where they picked Nyx plus Bane. It's actually very weak at the start, but very, very good later on when you get levels.
Whereas for Fnatic, with a Visage plus anything, you automatically have a strong tri-lane at the start.
Yeah, it's very, very painful, the level 1 spells that Visage have.
Well, we have a bit of a pause here. Whose draft do you favor overall? Do you think either team is a better draft? Or
I
is it
think for
pretty even?
Fnatic, they have 2 options. They can either run a defensive tri-lane with the Spectre, or they pull the Spectre instead of the Dragon Knight. They pull the Spectre regen items so that he can go to the off lane against the Prophet, and they go tri-lane with the Darkseer, Rubik, Visage, and Darkseer against the Sand King and Bane, because Sand King and Bane is very weak early on. You have to punish it.
We'll see.
But that's a very risky way, because if you screw up the tri-lane, basically you will have a very, very hard time later.
Yeah, we'll see if Fnatic do look to go aggressive here, as they certainly have the option to do it.
Yeah,
We've
the
actually-
safer way is always to farm the safe lane and just throw the Darkseer to the neutrals from level 1.
I guess the concern there is then you don't punish Kaipi for going for these really strong mid-game supports. The Bane, the Sand King, very, very potent.
But
in
it's
mid-game.
very risky if you try to go and fight. Since they don't have the best 1 versus 1 matchup in the safe lane, Spectre is not the best 1 versus 1. But Spectre, if you pull him a Tangle and South, and he starts with a poor man shield, he can actually do pretty decent against a Prophet.
Still a pause underway. We have had a... the players are still on the game. Just guess we need a moment of silence here.
Arteezy says hi.
Arteezy wants to play. He's raring to go. Have you gotten a chance to watch him play before, Winter?
Yeah, I think he's a very, very skilled player individually, but his item choices are not the best, since he's a very young player.
Yeah, he's a bit of a hothead if you've ever watched his stream.
Yeah, I watched his stream before. He's very skilled individually, I feel.
Well, on that note, we will have it on pause. Game 3 now underway. Kaipi heading towards the defensive tri-lane.
LD. The DK starts with a bottle, but his own bottle. And they pulled the Queen of Pain. So it's a not pulled DK versus a pulled Queen of Pain.
Good luck to Hani. I wish him all the best, but
it's
this is
gonna
not
be a level
go
1
well.
Bottle Crow. The courier is already waiting in the mid lane.
Level 1 Bottle Crow is pretty dangerous against Queen of Pain.
That Crow is gonna be working overtime.
You do have to be careful. If you even get slightly greedy and don't walk far enough back, Queen of Pain can just kill that, and
Yeah.
then the
What
lane's
if,
over.
what if the Furion sees this and he just flies over and kills your courier? You're so screwed.
Even if they
30
don't see the
seconds to
courier,
battle.
they're gonna see your bottle, and they know your
Why
bottle
is
crowing.
why is the trend scouting here? Do they know that? Are they trying to look for the courier? Oh, the Trian went so far close. He went the Trian started to scout here, just now. I thought he was gonna look for the courier.
In the end, maybe just trying to see who's going to the mid lane. They have not found him, Captain Bamboo.
Yeah. They're gonna do the safe
The
choice,
battle
which
begins.
is to tri-lane, safe lane, and probably the Darkseer will just start from the jungle.
So they'll play it safe, Fnatic will, and they have a good lineup to just farm. Darkseer, fantastic jungler, strong tri-lane supports that need level 6 or really
Yeah.
want level 6. It's not bad for Fnatic
Although I
to do
mentioned the
this.
supports are very not so strong early on, but Sand King and Bane is actually very good at catching